Hello and welcome on in, guys. Welcome on in, welcome on in, welcome on in. We're going to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills finale, that reunion trailer. Oof, it is wild. We'll talk about Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And yes, we will talk about the Aspen leaks, okay? I hope you're ready because we got so much to dish. Let's go. You're listening to hashtag No Filter with Zack Peter. That's me, your naturally platinum blonde pop culture connoisseur. I'm the reality TV junkie, self-improvement addict, and host with only the hottest tea spilled fresh all week long. Those balls have gotten you into trouble, though.
Oh, yeah. They picked us because we're horny.
Yeah,
right.
And that's your chronic state.
24/7.
My life has changed so much that it's almost like a completely different life.
From the latest news on the Real Housewives,
I'm so happy to be here and engage with you.
deep dives into celebrity legal scandals, and unfiltered convos with your favorite stars, I've got you covered. And yes, I always keep receipts. Hello, welcome on in. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Instagram. Guys, if you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to smash the like button below. If you want to join our Zack Pack members only community, you can always click the link in the description below and you get exclusive tea, early videos, live streams. We do at least 2 of them per month. And it's always a good time. So you're going to want to sign up, $2.99 a month. And we got lots of fun content for members only. So you're going to want to join. It's only $2.99. Hi, guys. Hi, Instagram. Let me know where you're watching in from. That way I can give you a little shout out. What's going on? What's going on? Yes, guys, we'll talk about Beverly Hills. We'll talk about the finale, the reunion trailer, all of it. I can't wait to dive in. Hopefully you guys have had a good week and are ready to kind of just let loose this weekend. Dana Wilkie is throwing shade at you on her recap. She's low budget tea. What does she say now? Oh my goodness. What now? Dana will listen. I will say this. I am the only podcaster, now I'm going to flex on my name because all these motherfuckers want to talk shit about me. I am the only one to be featured in 3 Bravo shows. I was featured on the Summer House premiere. I was featured on the Vanderpump Rules premiere. And now I'm featured in the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills finale. The most rated, most watched Beverly or Housewives show on Bravo right now. Listen, Dubai could never. Okay? Dubai could never. Put some respect on my name, yo. I forgot about Dana Wilkie. I thought Dana and I had settled our beef. What is she saying about me? Oh, God, that's not how I wanted to start this live, but yikesies. Okay, we'll get into all of it. So who is the one that said that Dana was talking about me on her podcast? Great, now you guys threw me off. Oh, no, just Kota. Well, just Coda. Let me know what she said, because I would love to know. So many people that would have loved this coverage just love to shade me these days. It's okay. Zack Peter's doing fine, sweetie. Okay. First off, hi, guys. Hi from... Hello. Hi, Tones. Hi, Wit. What's going on, Wit? What's going on? Listen, lots of people be bitter these days. I was looking away from the screen and I heard your voice and I was like, oh, snap, Zach's on the show. Thank you, guys. It was really exciting. We'll get into all of it. I do want to talk about it. She said that you were thick with Erica. According to who? Dana doesn't know my life. Listen, tell Dana to go sign up for another Hulu show. Okay. They don't even pay you for the Hulu shows. At least I got paid for Bravo. Okay. Okay. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, the reunion trailer has dropped and it looks wild. So we seem to cover quite a bit, but it looks like it ended in like a mega disaster. So we see it starts off with Kyle not wanting to do a toast. She leaves in tears. My heart kind of breaks for Kyle, and I can't imagine that this is like an easy position for her to be in. Garcelle seems to be accusing Diana of sending bots after her son. We see Crystal and Kyle seem to have some beef. Oddly enough, we didn't get much of Sutton in the trailer. But listen, I will say this. Sutton's dress looked so much cuter on camera than it did in the photos, but dresses always photograph differently compared to how they play on camera. Just like like when a celeb walks a red carpet and has like a pretty dress or something on, it's always very different from when you see them on camera versus when you see them photographed. So I will give Sutton that respect because her dress looked ugly, but it looked a lot better in the trailer. There's a lot of Kathy. A lot of it seems to center around Kathy, at least from what we got from the trailer. Everybody's like, Kathy 8, Ren up, Kathy 8. I'm like, listen. Kathy's lines were cute. There were some cute lines, but they felt a little rehearsed to me, and it was far from her little hunky-dory aloof character. So I guess that clearly indicates that that was all just that, a character. Everyone's saying Lisa Rinna is finally going down. Here's what I will say about that. I think Lisa Rinna just needs to lay down, play dead for a bit. Everyone will be up in arms. They'll be like, yay, Rinna's dead. Yay, Rinna's gone. Let Rinna die. Give her a minute to have her takedown season, and then she'll come back and be the villain that we all loved her to be. Everyone's just waiting for her to have a dead season where they really bury Rinna, and then eventually they'll resurface. It was like Tamara. Everyone hated Tamara, and they're like, fire Tamara, fire Tamara, fire Tamara, and then it's like, bring back Tamara, fire Heather Dubrow, fire Heather Dubrow, fire Heather Dubrow, bring back Heather Dubrow. So. And now everyone hates Heather Dubrow again. So I kind of feel like it's just par for the course, right? But listen, Kathy basically came in with her little flashcards in the back that she was reading before she came out on stage, reading off basically fan tweets. All she's missing is the hashtag Real Housewives of Beverly Hills at the end of each of her sentences, because those are like some total fan tweets. Listen, they were cute lines, but they were clearly rehearsed. She was in the back practicing them. On her little flashcards, her little color-coded flashcards. But anyway, she says that Rinna ran LVP off the show, which to me was so random because, like, technically Kyle and Teddy were the ones that ran Lisa Vanderpump off the show, even though Lisa Vanderpump kind of left the show on her own accord. Lisa Vanderpump and Denise Richards both quit the show when they couldn't control the narrative anymore. And then other people like Kim Richards, who she also brings up, or Yolanda, they got fired by Bravo. Lisa Rinna didn't run them off the show. So 2 of these women quit. 2 of them got fired. Kim became a liability, and Yolanda fell out with the group. And listen, Yolanda's doing great without it. Her implications towards you about featuring on the show, she said that she had friends who appeared on the show, and Zack was there too and gave a look at the camera. I reckon she's jealous. There were only 2 people featured on the show. It was myself and Kempire. And listen, great for Kempire. I think it's great that they're featuring content creators. Okay, we'll get into all of it, but I want to just get through the reunion trailer first, and then we also give people a little extra couple minutes to dip on in. Dana Wilkie just needs to stop hating. Maybe I'll send her more of my free wine. I thought her and I like squashed our beef. Whatever. Keep Zach Bader's name in your mouth. Nobody's talking about you. But listen, Kathy came in cute with her little lines. But I think Rinna went a little too hard by the end of all of this. I'm kind of over Aspen. I'm exhausted by Aspen. Like, nobody wants to play ball. Rinna's really trying to play ball. None of the other women want to play ball with her, which is interesting, you know. So I feel like it's just, we're going to continue to beat the dead horse at the reunion. And then at some point, I guess the horse turns into glue. Have to love Zack because he tells it real and doesn't say what other people want to hear. I never say what other people want to hear. I never say what other people like. I am who I am. I'm never fake. What you see is what you get. And I think that's why I get so much heat from people is I'm very much who I am. Good, bad, and the ugly. I don't play a character up for the camera. I don't play a character up to get what the audience wants me to hear. And listen, I take it on the chin too, right? That comes with a lot of heat that I get. Twitter was annihilating me over the past 24 hours. And I was so nervous about this coming out. And once people were going to watch it, and of course, I knew that they were going to make the implication that I'm BFFs with Erica or BFFs with Rinna or I'm on their payroll. Listen, the amount of hate that I've gotten in the past 24 hours, the amount of homophobic slurs, I've been called so many things. I've been called the FAG word so many times. I've been called a crusty twink. I've been called racial slurs. No wonder you guys like Kathy so much, right? I will say this about the reunion trailer. The only thing that I really took away from it is you can see how visibly hurt Kyle is by all of this, and that was really hard to watch. So knowing that it doesn't end very well does kind of make me sad. But listen, I'm still going to have my popcorn ready and my wine in hand, and we're going to watch it next week. So Let's do it. Okay, shall we talk about... Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the finale. Surprise, I was in it. Hello. I was in the Summer House season premiere. I was in the latest Vanderpump Rules season premiere. Now I'm in the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills finale. And I just want to say that I'm very, very, very grateful to Bravo for including me, face, voice, lower thirds, Zack Peter, author / podcaster. That's right. I am a published author. My last book was published with Simon & Schuster. Hello, it's me, Zack Peter. Nice to meet you. So yes, you better believe that I'm gonna flex on that. But listen, when Bravo comes to you and Bravo says, hey, we want to feature you in the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills finale, like for me, that was an easy no-brainer. I feel like I would be stupid to turn away the opportunity, like to turn away an opportunity like that. Like, come on, I'm not an idiot. Like, listen, the drama on the show will die down. It lives on for a week, maybe 2 weeks, but this clip will live on forever. I can forever say I was featured on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 12 finale. Well, it was at its highest rated Bravo Housewives show right now. Let's say it. Let's put some respect on my name. So yes, I did know I was going to be featured in the show. I did have to sign a release for it. I did have to keep my lips zipped. Because one, there's never a guarantee that they're ever actually going to use you. And two, you sign a release. And listen, I wanted it to be a surprise. I wanted people to be surprised when they saw it rather than me pump it up and tease it. Because I just thought it would be more fun that way. And I don't think we're allowed to say it. But you know, to me, this is exciting. It's major. Bravo is amplifying and highlighting us content creators. It was really nice to see Kempire featured in the episode as well. So Kempire, cheers to us, boo. We've worked hard. We've got a little respect on our names. It's great to see. I love seeing my fellow content creators respected and amplified by Bravo. So I thought it was great. And then I think they featured like a reality blurb. Trying to remember who else off the top. All About the Tea, I think, was also in it as well. So, but I mean, listen, Kempire and I got our faces featured. We got our lower thirds featured. We came, we brought it, we delivered, and I'm very happy about it. So, like I said, cheers to us. And listen, I would be dumb to pass up an opportunity like that. Like no other podcast can say that they've been featured on 3 Bravo shows. Yes, I'm going to flex on it. I'm sorry if my ego's getting a little big right now, but I've been in the game so fucking long that like I am proud of this. I love that Bravo is highlighting us. It was like the Spotify deal, right? I mean, come on, when Spotify comes to you and wants to work with you, like how do you pass that up? These are major companies. The affiliation alone is huge. It adds credibility. It sets you apart. It keeps your face out there off the internet, on TV, and on demand, and on Peacock and all the other places that were on demand. Listen, I've had so many people reach out to me, like even brands that I've worked with in the past reaching back out because they saw the show and they're like, hey, I saw you. Congratulations, which to me was like so sweet. And like so many new supporters and so many new followers. And like it's great exposure that like it was seriously a no-brainer. And I'm really appreciative. I just want to say I woke up very grateful and I also woke up very hydrated. My skin is nice and plump today because yes, I'm very well hydrated. Like I said, it came with a lot of heat, but listen, you're not making big enough waves if the flood of heat doesn't come right back at you. But everyone that DM'd me, everybody that texted me, everyone that posted clips on Twitter or on their Instagram stories, like, thank you. I really appreciate that. And to those of you that reached out and asked if I was okay amidst all the heat, I'm doing just fine. I can handle the heat. I'm a tough bitch, but thank you for thinking of me. I really do appreciate it. It's nice when people can support you. Even when it's nice when people can support you for everyone to watch, but I think the people that really care, they let you know that they're proud of you. They congratulate you. They reach out to you. They don't need an audience to perform for. And in regards to the leaks, and who's leaking, first of all, I just want to say that if you're leaking, you should probably get that checked out by a doctor. Maybe get a pamper because that sounds a little unhealthy. Maybe you were bottoming a little too much over the weekend if you're leaking. But I'll say this. When I revealed the Aspen info, Erica and Lisa Rinna were not my sources. They did not give me this info. I did not talk to Erica and I did not talk to Lisa Rinna about the Aspen stuff, you know, when this was all going down, right? I just didn't. Nor did I talk to either of their publicists. Erica's publicist, Jack, did not speak to him. Lisa's publicist, Jill Fritzo, did not speak to her. I've reached out to both of them like in the past, like way in the past when I was trying to book Erica and Rinna on the podcast seasons prior to this one, but they did not leak this stuff to me. I want to make that very clear. I know that there are other people insinuating things or kind of alluding that maybe Kempire and I were leaked things. Somebody made a really good point. They DM'd me and they're just like, you and Kempire had the same information, but you had a very different way in which you presented it and a very different narrative. And I think that speaks to the fact that it's very possible that we had the same source that gave us the same information. However, we didn't, I presented it one way, he presented it another way. And that proves that whoever gave us this information clearly, you know, had no skin in the game, right? Kathy's meltdown was in public. It was at a club in public. There were employees there. There were patrons there. There were drivers. There was a driver that drove home Lisa Rinna and Kathy Hilton. People saw this. People witnessed it. All Aspen trip long, I was hearing about things. There were people sending pictures of the women all around Aspen. So listen, people were talking. This happened in public, okay? It's very possible that these women weren't the ones that leaked it. A lot of people had a lot to gain, and a lot of people had nothing to gain by putting this information out there. So I know there's lots of speculation that I leaked info, but I can say with full confidence, hand over my heart to my grave, I know who my sources were. They had no skin in this game. And listen, they were just spilling some juicy tea. Let people spill tea all the time. Doesn't have to mean anything salacious, right? And I was one of the few that was willing to talk about it on my show when many of us heard about it, which ultimately led to me being featured in the finale. Okay. We all heard about it. We all talked about it. I went on tour with many different content collaborators shortly after this. We all talked about it. Some of us just weren't willing. Kempire said the same thing for him, and he gave you so much love. Oh, thank you, Norma. Joe, so you guest starred in one of the highest rated episodes in Real Houses of Beverly Hills. Do we know if they have the same way about the episodes Dana Wilkie was in? Listen, I don't know. I just know she was never a full-time housewife. I loved the surprise. It was so cool. Thank you, Aaron. Respect, respect, respect. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Congratulations. You need to celebrate yourself. Thank you. Congratulations. Love, love, love you. And Kempire, thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. Yes, snap, snap, pat the puss. I almost spat my drink out when I saw you on TV. Thank you. Zach got a great facial last night. Oh, did I? Oh, did I? Aw, thank you, Sister Babylon. Congrats, Zach. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you. Listen, the love that I've gotten far outweighs the heat that I've gotten. I knew the heat was coming. So I was kind of bracing myself. I was like nervous. I was like talking to one of my friends and I was like, okay, so this is coming out tomorrow. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little scared. I know Twitter's going to rip me apart. And so I think because I was worried about how it was going to get spun and the fact that there was going to be this insinuation that I was communicating with Rinna and Erica and that they were leaking stuff to me. I knew that that was likely going to be the narrative that was going to be pushed. You know, I think it's unfortunate when people do push that narrative, or even people that you know, or people that have platforms that want to throw shade or whatever it is. But listen, my real friends and the people that know me and love me and support me reached out to me. And I'm grateful for that. So that's what I as will say about that. You're sexy when you get fired up. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Love you, Zach. You're amazing and deserve all the success that comes your way. Thank you. Except Kempire hates Rinna and Erica, and Zach has more of an open mind. So same source makes sense. But wake up, people. That's the whole point. As I'm like, hello, we got the exact same info at the exact same time. They don't turn on Kathy. Yeah. I didn't see that guy in the trailer. Where was Patrick? I see his 25 minutes have ended. I mean, listen, you said it, not me. One of us got featured on Beverly Hills and the other one is now irrelevant. I paused it because I was like, Zack, congrats. Oh, thank you. Thank you, MD, for the super sticker. Oh my God. Can't believe after everything Patrick Summers has done to try to get on the show, you made it, right? Isn't that hilarious? Congrats, Zack. Ultimately, it's your point of view that we turn in for it. Thank you. Super proud of you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that. People will talk shit regardless. Yes, I agree. People will talk shit regardless. So listen, they can't keep my name out of their mouth. So good for them. I want you to join the show as a Housewives. Like that'll never happen. Listen, my time will come, but it won't be on Housewives. But thank you, Maxim. I don't think Kempire hates like that. He's always respectful. Listen, I've never worked with Kempire. We've never done a collab. Maybe at this point we should do a collab now. I've never gotten to work with him, but you know, I mean, it was nice to see so many people support us. Oh my God, thank you guys for the badges. Little Miss Apprehensive, thank you for the badges. Carrie Charles, thank you for the badge. Yeah. Thank you guys. You guys are so sweet. I appreciate that. What were your thoughts of the finale outside of just me? Love Kempire and Zack. Thank you, Storm Doris. I appreciate that. Listen, the real ones are always by your side, right? And I appreciate you guys showing up for me every week. I love Kempire. You and him would give the shadiest, the shadiest, honest hot takes. Yes. And I think we can be respectful and not agree too, right? From what I've heard of Kempire, he seems like he's got some good shade, but he also seems like respectful of people that have a different opinion. So you should do a collab with Kempire. That'd be so cool. Today on Kempire Show, someone suggested a collab and he was all for it. That would be incredible. You and Kempire definitely need to do a collab and come to South Florida. Oh my God, could you imagine me and Kempire doing something together in South Florida? That would be fun. Yes, Molly. What did Molly say? Rinna and Erica looked so mean girls. Okay, so shall we get into the finale then? Loved Sutton bringing Erica and Rinna for one more round. That was funny. I actually thought like Sutton was like, oh my God, these women are going to talk about it. Like, let me be the one to actually go and like address it head on, which I thought was great. You go, Sutton. Okay. So let's talk about the finale. So the finale I thought was good. Garcelle's Birkin party was cute. I'm glad that she finally got herself a Birkin. She's been wanting it for a minute. Kyle's charity event I thought was super chic and very elegant. I need you on Watch What Happens Live. I agree. I need me on Watch What Happens Live too. Let's get it, right? I thought Kyle looked incredible. Okay, Diana stole the show though. Her outfit, incredible. Her little Jessica Rabbit little gear with all the it wasn't latex. What was that? It was like a shiny material. I thought she looked incredible, and she even had Asher with his you know, he was matching with her in his little Dorothy ruby red slippers. I was like, you go, girl. Not a fan of Garcelle's green lipstick. Can we just say like that was a hard, whoever is like helping Garcelle with her fashion lately is just not giving it. Her finale look was rough and her reunion look was rough. Like that looked bad on camera and on and in the photos. So Dana flashing the diamonds. Diana flashing the diamonds. She owns saying, count the carrots, count the carrots. Listen, Diana's a rich bitch and she owns it and you got to give it to her, right? She's doing it. She's doing all of it. She's delivering. That's what you want in a housewife. I feel like Kyle being stuck in the middle. Yeah, that was hard. Hard to call your family out. Yeah, I feel like Kyle was in a really impossible situation. Lately, you mean always. Listen, I was trying to be nice. People think I'm too hard on Garcelle. So I was trying to be nice. I mean, she's had some cute fashion moments, Garcelle, but these last year were just real rough. Unpopular opinion, I think Diana was misunderstood given the opportunity. Listen, I don't think we got enough of like Diana's backstory that I think would have really given us a little more, you know, it would have humanized her a little bit more, that I feel like that could have changed some people's perspectives of her. She came in hot though. And you listen, when you have 7 women on the cast and you come in that hot and you end up being the villain, like it's hard to keep up, you know? There was no Kathy in the finale, which we knew. She was out of town visiting her friend. The drama centered around Kyle and her conflict with Kathy and the press leaks. Kyle then accuses Erica's publicist of leaking info to take the heat off of her. Rinna's like, I have to talk about it. Otherwise, I'd get cancer over it. Even I was kind of like, okay, Rinna, come on. That was a bit much. Like, I was with Garcelle. Like, what are we on Days of Our Lives? But as ridiculous as it was, like, it was actually kind of funny. Like, if we take away our hatred for Rinna and we just take it for like a housewife moment, I thought it was ridiculously funny. Like, come on. It was funny. It was so absurd that it's like you can't help but like laugh at that, right? I hate the position that Kyle's in, though. I think, Kathy definitely put her here. Kathy's the one that put her in this position. Rinna's definitely continuing to twist the knife, and she's not making it any easier for Kyle. But, I still love me some Rinna. She's a great villain. Even when I don't agree with her, I still appreciate her for being a great villain. And to be honest, had she not pushed the issue, what would the finale have been about? Erica again, or Sutton and Diana again? I think it would have been about Sutton and Diana beefing over something, probably about Sutton getting called to see you next Tuesday by Diana, and Sutton would be like, that was really hurtful. And then Garcelle would have been in and been like, Diana, she's hurt. Can you not apologize here? Can you not see that she is hurting? And then Diana would be like, I don't believe her. The crocodile tears. And then Garcelle will be like, wow. So, Erica, what's going on with those earrings? I'm like, Garcelle, why don't you use this as an opportunity to talk about your book? Talk about your home collection, your home line. Something that like was positive about Garcelle instead of negative about the other women. Very true, Zach. No shade without Rinna or Erica. Exactly. Rinna and Erica carried your name in lights. Yes, honey. Love you. You make my day every day. Oh, thank you guys. That's so sweet. Why are you being so nice to me right now? Unpopular opinion, Rinna's been acting nasty lately, and she's given so much to the show, and we have to acknowledge and respect that. Listen, if she weren't a villain, we would be saying the show were boring, right? I'm not on Twitter, but I want to know, did Ronald Richards react to Zack on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? I don't believe so. I haven't heard anything about Ron Richards, so I don't believe so. But listen, I genuinely enjoyed the finale. My favorite was the full 15-second feature that I was featured in. Yes, that's me, Zack Peter, lower thirds, author and podcaster. Put some respect on my check. So yeah, I thought it was good. Or actually, maybe if they weren't talking about Kathy, maybe we would have gotten these Dorit and Mauricio cheating rumors. We know it comes up at the reunion, but it doesn't really, it kind of gets laughed at. Unpopular opinion, Garcelle brought up the situation, and so did Kyle like 3 different times. Okay, that's a really good point too, that people didn't really pick up on. Ronald Richards threw you shade on Twitter. Now what? Why are all these motherfuckers shading me? Ronald Richards would love to be on Real Houses of Beverly Hills. I mean, come on, you guys. Really? I've made up with Ronald Richards, and I've made up with Dana Wilkie. What did Ron say? Did you say, wait, Zach, did you have a say on what title they used? No, I did not have a say on what title they used. Come on, Zach. Garcelle was right. Lisa's been ridiculous with Kathy. No, I agree. I said it. I think we need to let the mouse go. I agreed with Garcelle on that. Like, what are we on? Days of Our Lives. Let's let it go. I agreed with Garcelle on that. Her lipstick was ugly, but I agreed with her. What else was I saying? Oh, that Garcelle and Kyle were like, why are we bringing it up? Why are we bringing it up? Why are we bringing it up? But then Garcelle and Kyle were the only ones that brought it up at the finale party. They were the ones that brought it up. Ronald is obsessed with you, a la Mariah Carey. I don't know her. Wait, I want to know what Ronald said. Can somebody like show me what he tweeted or like type in what he tweeted? Why are we shading me? I didn't see the shade by Ronald Richards, and I just looked. Norma, what did he say? Oh my God, thank you, Yoga Bong, for the badges, my love. Thank you. Diana should sue Garcelle. Erica looked very 80s this season. 80s are in. I saw it this morning. Someone posted a photo of your Twitter page, and people were commenting, and he weighed in. But what did he say? That's what I want to know. People have been listen, I didn't know there were so many fucking corners on the internet until I ended up coming, like people were tagging me and shit left and right. Like I wasn't trying to look at it. I was only kind of looking at my own feed, which was mainly positive. And then once I started to see other things that people were posting about me on the internet, I was like, my goodness, y'all, my goodness. But I want to know what Ronald Richards said. Ronald Richards is a fashionable clown. I erased the shade from my mind. Norma, I feel like you're protecting Ronald Richards right now. The Ireland version of Beverly Hills exposed what Kyle said about Erica leaking to the press. Okay, so let's talk about that, Liz Vargas. So I did see that there was an international version. So I know that there was an advanced copy that I was able to see. And then there was, I guess, a different version that aired for everybody else. So the international version, I guess, is the version that I saw because I saw what people were referring to. And what I will say is, I guess in the international version, there's a clip that shows that there was in the scene with Dorit and Rinna, right, where they're talking about the Kathy stuff at Erica's party, at Erica's hair launch, a Pretty Mess hair pop-up party, that they show Mikey, they show Jack, Erica's publicist, and they show Laya, who's Erica's assistant. And I guess they're talking about, oh, Lisa and Dorit are talking about the Kathy stuff, and it's good that they're talking about it. Somebody should talk about it, whatever. And they make it seem like that's how Erica's team found out about the news. And then they went off and leaked all of this to the press going into the finale, right? However, this stuff was leaking while they were in Aspen. And the women did talk about it on camera because you see them address it on the plane ride home the next morning from Aspen. So these things were out immediately. People were hearing about it immediately. Oh, Ronald Richards said, why would they ever show him? Why would they ever show you, boo? My goodness. They said the leaks at the hair party. But here's the thing. Here's what's wrong with that narrative about the leaks being from the Pretty Mess hair launch party is you see a clip of Erica at the Pretty Mess hair launch party talking to the press where the press says, hey, we've heard about the Kathy Hilton rumors. What are your thoughts? And Erica says, hey, Aspen was crazy, blah, 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 blah. So the press had already known going into the Pretty Mess hair launch party about the Aspen rumors. And not only that, before the Pretty Mess hair launch party, Kathy Hilton went on Instagram Live with E! News and was talking about it. Kathy Hilton said, people said that I was screaming and throwing things. That is not me. And then her team gave a quote to Radar Online, I think that same day, disputing that. So there's no way Erica's team heard it and then it ran to the press with it. Also, the press couldn't publish any of it. That's why you see that scene with Erica and Rinna being like, why haven't we seen about it in the press? Why isn't it in the press? We haven't seen anything. Have you seen it in the press? I haven't seen it in the press. Have you seen it in the press? I haven't seen it in the press. Because there were cease and desist sent out to reporters. There were reporters that were trying to publish the story. The only one that got to publish the story was Radar Online. And that's where there was a source close to Kathy's. It was not Erica's assistant that leaked it. I've told you guys, it wasn't like, I'm not even going to go there. But anyway, we see that the only publication that was able to publish it, and they didn't publish the slurs, they only published one portion of it about Kathy and the club. And Kathy's manager, I believe, gave quotes to Radar Online and continued to give quotes throughout that weekend and talked about why Kathy wasn't at the finale because she was tending to a dear friend in Florida. So Erica has had many, many meltdowns. No, I agree. I think all the women have had meltdowns, but I think the point that they were trying to make is Erica and Rinna are held to a different standard, right? I think all of the women, Kyle had a meltdown like the night prior or 2 nights prior when she was yelling at Dorit and she was crying. I think the altitude, I think the long hours, I think the trip all got to these women. For me, the issue with it was the things that I heard that Kathy Hilton had said. That's where I was like, ooh, this is bad. And apparently the women talk about it on camera and the women say it on camera. So it's interesting that none of that actually aired outside of the camera. But I think they've all had meltdowns, but I think the point is they've had meltdowns and the other women were allowed to talk about their meltdowns. So why are we not allowed to talk about Kathy's meltdown? Why? Because she called everybody off camera and tried to apologize to them off camera to try and shut it down and then didn't come to the finale where obviously that was going to be the thing that we talk about. What I was wondering is if there's nothing to hide, then why send a cease and desist and external pressure? Yeah, I mean, I think some people will say, "Oh, well, she sent a cease and desist because the slurs were mentioned in these articles and they wanted to shut down that narrative because if it's not true, then why would you want that out there?" So I think that's a valid point. Um, yeah, did someone actually see Kathy throw things at the Caribou Club? There is no question that she has had a meltdown at the club, but it's hard to corroborate Rena's account at the Aspen house. Listen, people saw things, people heard things. It was in public. Doesn't it sound like the Hiltons, in fact, have an influence over Bravo and NBC? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think if Kathy had power, she probably would have prevented like my clip that didn't speak ill, or that didn't speak highly of her. Listen, did I love the clip that they used of me? Not necessarily. Um, but look, the exposure was too great to pass it up that I was like, listen, go ahead, put my name, put my face out there. Let's get some exposure, and listen, everyone was talking about me. It was great for my show. I can take the heat. I can take it on the chin. So what was the point of filming the reunion without the housewives seeing the last few episodes? That's a really good point. I heard that the housewives did not get to see the last 3 episodes. My thought is Kathy is a friend, not a diamond holder. Why her? I don't know. Why didn't Rinna record it on her phone, not even audio? I don't think they would have been allowed to air that regardless. Remember when on Vanderpump Rules, when Faith Stowers taped Jax Taylor and her having sex with the grandma in the room, and that audio never got released because I don't think um, Jax was not, he didn't give consent to being recorded. And then I don't think, so the recording itself was illegal. And then on top of that, I don't think he was willing to give Bravo consent to use that footage because he was, or to use that audio because he was in it. That's why we don't hear any of that on Vanderpump Rules. You can't just record something. Rinna is a liar. Tommy, Kathy admitted to all of it. Kathy didn't deny a single thing that Rinna said. Why didn't we see the cease and desist letters? We saw Denise's. Did we see Denise's? I don't remember seeing Denise's cease and desist letters. And also, in order to see the cease and desist letters, the only people that could release them were the only person that could release the cease and desist letters were Kathy's lawyers, which I don't think they would be willing to do that, and the reporters that received the cease and desist letters. Diana's cease and desist letters came out because she posted a photo of them saying that she was sending them out to people. Guys, Zack is fine. He's taken a lot of things, big and small things. You crazy, Joe. It depends. Yeah, it depends on the state. So I know in California, I don't know what the laws are in Utah, but again, it depends. It's, Also, I think when you're kind of in that moment and somebody's being erratic, the last thing you're thinking of is, let me record this person. Let me exploit this and record what's actually happening. I don't think that would be my initial instinct and reaction. I've been caught up in things that are in the moment. And the last thing I'm thinking of is, let me record this because I want to use it later. But the grandma wasn't signing off. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Yeah, I don't think the grandma would be too happy to sign off and be on Vanderpump Rules and hear her snoring while Jax is, eating out Faith. That's confusing if Kathy admitted that she messed up. She said nasty things. Why perpetuate the issue? Listen, we haven't seen Kathy deny any of it. When Rinna went to Kyle's house and she's like, Kathy, you said some really awful things. Kathy tried to shut it down. She didn't want those things brought up. I think that tells me everything. If Kathy didn't want to address and Kathy just wanted to move on from it, like, come on. But she texted Erica. She could have called her to witness. Listen, if I were in that position, I don't know if the first thing I would do is call. Like, I would be like, holy shit. I've been in that situation, sending voice notes or sending something like, holy shit, you won't believe what's going on. This shit's crazy. I don't think my initial reaction would be, let me film this and send it to somebody, Maybe, I don't know. Other people may feel differently. I don't know if that would be my initial gut reaction. Was this the same night as the tequila night? No, I believe the tequila thing happened the night prior, right? No, this was the same night. This was the same night because they were at the hat place and then they went to the club afterwards later that night. Because remember, Erica didn't go to the cat thing and Diana didn't go to the cat thing. So that happened later on. Did anyone other than Rinna or Erica actually hear the slurs? It sounds like Dorit did because Dorit kind of tried to allude to that in her confessionals as well. Listen, I also believe that Crystal definitely heard and saw some things as well. Crystal admitted that she was trying to help Kathy get out of the club. So Crystal clearly saw a lot more than she's claiming. That's the part. Like, Crystal's story just feels a little all over the place. And for her to be like, what Sutton said was so dark, and it was so dark, and I can't say it, and it was so dark. And she's always talking about, she never held Kathy accountable, and Kathy said Kathy doesn't see color. She dragged Sutton for it. Crystal won't say anything. Yeah, Crystal knows where to be loyal. Listen, I don't care to talk about the Kathy thing anymore. At this point, like, it is what it is. I guess we'll never know the truth. Like, at this point, I'm done talking about the Kathy, the Aspen stuff. Thank you, Christina. Or sorry, Christine. Sorry, my love. Christine Jensen. Thank you for the 3 badges, my love. I appreciate that. Well, the episode was weak because I got nothing from them. I liked the episode. And not just because I was in it. I thought it was a good episode. I also thought, like, the smoking gun of it all, of Kyle being like, it was your publicist, Erica. I thought that was a good reality TV moment of being like, boom, I caught you. It was your publicist. Had Kyle actually had the receipts with her, I think it would have landed a lot better because then it would have been a little more solidified. But I would like to make it clear that I'm not on Rinna's side. I'm just giving different perspectives. And that's important. We should absolutely have to listen. This is a reality show, guys. It's not that deep. It's a reality show. I mean, listen, when you have these really dark things that are said, I think that kind of changes things. But, like, come on. Josh and Patrick flirting. I died. Who's Josh? Oh, Josh and Patrick. Oh, my God. That was hilarious. I don't think they were actually flirting. I think Patrick was probably trying to flirt with Josh. I did like Patrick the Butler and Josh, their moment at the Bubbly Birkin event. I think Josh was just having a kiki moment, and Patrick was like, ooh, a cute little boy's trying to hit on me. Patrick would have taken him home in 2 seconds. Love your opinions. Thank you, Edith. I didn't understand what Kathy did is what I meant. Oh, yeah, they wouldn't speak on it. I only knew because of your reporting. I believe that my understanding is they do speak on it. It just didn't seem to make it in the final edit. And not to get super conspiracy theory, but maybe that's why I was featured in the finale. If I have the info and the info's on my show and they can't air the info in their editing, why not direct them to somebody that has been talking about it? That's my own speculation. That's not anything I know for confirmation. I'm just grateful that they reached out to me and wanted to feature me. I'm grateful for that. And I thought that was great. And I am forever thankful to, like, Evolution and Bravo for airing that. I'm very grateful. Yes, I'm very excited about Potomac. I cannot wait for Potomac. Salt Lake City, episode 2 came out. The garbage video, Zach. What garbage video? Is there a garbage video? Are you saying my video was garbage? Salt Lake City. What an episode, right? I mean, it was listen, we get a lot of Jen Shah trying to play the victim. We see her talking to her mom. I would give, okay, well, actually, let me say for the Beverly Hills finale, I would say I would give it an 8 out of 10. There wasn't a lot of high drama, but there was, like, some good shade. There were some good fashion moments. I enjoyed it. Salt Lake City. I would give Salt Lake City maybe a 7 out of 10. I didn't think it was a bad episode. I loved Whitney's vulnerability. I thought that was very real. I thought that was very raw. Even when you see her talking to her husband and being like, "Do you still love me?" I felt like that was very real because you never want to feel seen, and then when you are seen, you want to make sure that people love you, are going to continue to love you, and are going to continue to stand by you, and not going to, leave you. So I thought Whitney's moment was very real compared to, like, last week where she was talking about leaving the church, and I'm like, oh my God, been there, done that. Like, Heather's already left the church. We already, like, had this whole thing play out. Blah 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 blah. So I loved Whitney's vulnerability. Jen Shah's vulnerability I felt was a bit forced. We see her talking to her mom, and I'm just kind of like, really? Like, we're gonna play this game? So fun seeing you in the finale, Zach. I still can't understand why you aren't at 100,000 followers. Best Bravo. Listen, slow and steady wins the race. I'm grateful for every follower that comes in. I don't need to peak fast because I know I'm in the game for longevity, right? I know that I'm building a loyal audience that, is here because they want to be here and aren't caught by cheap gimmicks and quick tricks and clickbait and a lot of that other stuff. Slow and steady wins the race. I'm in it for the long game. And I'm grateful for the audience that I have, because I feel like my audience is I feel like you guys, the Zack Pack, is very, dedicated, loyal, supportive. You uplift each other. There's never nastiness in the comments to each other. There's never nastiness in the comments in the lives. So I'm grateful for that. I think, the Zack Pack is a real one. And I think small and powerful go so much further than big without retention, right? I love that you let us be part of your journey up. Of course. I'm nothing without the community around me. I'm nothing without any of you guys. We are very defensive. Yes, you are defensive, but you're also very rational too. And you guys come at things and you analyze things and you're open to other people's perspectives. And I appreciate that. I think that's important. Oh, thank you, Sarah Bahu. I was like, that's silly that Lisa, about the two people, have heard this. Like, wow, I'm a huge Lisa fan, but I don't know how to jump to any conclusions. Oh, about the rumors about Lisa Barlow. Listen, I think the rumors, I mean, obviously we see that next week's episode of Salt Lake City is going to be real feisty when we dive into that even further. So we'll see what Salt Lake City continues to bring. But I thought, listen, the Jen Shah stuff, this is where it's really hard for me. It's because, like, I get it. We see her and she's having these moments with her mother and she's crying. To me, it feels similar to like last season when we saw her doing charity work and folding the clothes with her mom, and then be like, Mom, I need $1 million to help fight my case in court because I'm innocent. And then now here we are, and she's like, oh my God, I'm getting so much heat on social media and my kids, and I feel bad for my kids. And I'm like, we can't forget that Jen Shah, as much as my heart breaks for her children, and my heart breaks for her children, they are losing their mother. But we also can't forget their mother is the one that put them in this position. Their mother, like, Jen Shah needs to be held accountable for the actions of Jen Shah, not the alleged actions of Jen Shah, but the actions that she has pled guilty to in the court of law and admitted to in front of a judge. Jen Shah committed these crimes. Jen Shah needs to be held accountable for these crimes. So as much as my heart breaks for the kids, and I do listen, and my heart, seeing her cry, I never like to see a woman cry on television and see a woman in pain. I just don't. My heart just doesn't like that. I can't, I don't like to carry that, I said the same thing about Erica last season, and people are like, oh my God, how can you have empathy for Erica and you don't care about the victims? I can say the same thing to you right now. How can you have empathy for Jen Shah and not care about her victims, not care about her orphans and widows that she bamboozled money out of? I think, listen, I have empathy for her, for a woman that's struggling and for a woman that's going to have to walk away from her children. I think that that's awful. But I also am like, we can't forget, this wasn't a Giudice situation. It's not even a Girardi situation where the husband was committing crimes and the wife is being held accountable, right? This is a case where she put them in this position. She put her family in this position. You look at the case, you read the documents, you look at the evidence against her, and it was pretty substantial. It was pretty substantial. It was not looking like a good case. So my heart breaks for her kids. But yes, Maxim, Jen committed the crimes. She's way worse than Erica Girardi, and she should get the same, if not more, backlash than Erica. I mean, I don't think she should get more backlash than Erica, because I feel like the backlash at Erica has been pretty visceral. And I just don't like anybody getting backlash, even when they've been awful or committed crimes. I just, I don't like seeing people get, I guess because I've been on the receiving end of heat from people that I know how hard it is, and I know what it feels like, and I can't even imagine the scope of that these women get of it. Should I do a little hair flip, since that seems to be my new signature thing that everybody loves to talk about? I literally am always just trying to make sure my hair is not puffy, especially when it grows out and it gets a little bushy behind the ears. So yes, I am always doing this. I know people love to talk about the fact that I do this. I will do it for you a little more. Twitter, here you go. Here we go. Yes, I do this. I also do this just in case sometimes, especially when I have a fresh bleach, my scalp peels. If you really want the truth, my scalp peels, okay, after I freshly bleach it. So sometimes when I do this and I do this, it's not because I think I have all these luscious long locks, but I'm just trying to make sure that none of the pieces of my scalp, not like dandruff where you get little flakes, but like literally after I bleach, like pieces of my scalp come off. Okay. So I'm always like trying to be mindful. I'm really just super cautious and trying to like make sure my hair is always in place and like whatever. But if people want to talk about my little hair flips, then let's talk about it. Oops. Who the fuck is calling me right now? What's your favorite season of Beverly Hills? My favorite season of Beverly Hills, probably season 5. Yes, my scalp. You look like a cat grooming yourself. Listen, it is what it is, you know? Oof, sorry, my Instagram is tripping. Ugh. Someone called me. And now sorry guys, the Instagram feed is tripping right now. Sorry. Forgive me. Sorry, my phone's tripping, guys. 1 second. Let's try this one more time. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 sec while I fix this. Okay, there. The Instagram live is back up. I have to watch you now after viewing last night's Beverly Hills. Flip flop, who paid you? I'm a flip flop? How am I a flip flop? What did I flip flop on? And if somebody paid me, then I guess it wouldn't be in my interest to be a flip flop, Leah. We need a Nana and Zack collab. Nana's here. Where's Nana? Nana, oh my God, Nana. I enjoy this podcast so much. Your hair looks amazing. Thank you, Nana. Everyone needs to go and subscribe to Nana. Guys, if you're watching this right now on YouTube, please hit the like button. Show some love, show some support, hit the subscribe. Hi, guys. Sorry, I'm back on the Instagram. Somebody called me and screwed up the live. It was like a spam call, too, which is the worst. He never flip-flopped. I don't think I've ever flip-flopped. I love season 6, Erica's first season. No, I love season 5, Brandy and Kim's last season. Brandy and Kim always brought the heat to Beverly Hills. Always. Okay, well, any other final closing thoughts before we wrap up tonight's live, guys? Any other closing final thoughts, feelings, vibes? Let me know. It was Rinna who called. Yeah, it was Rinna. She was calling because I was like, girl, when's my invoice going to get paid? I miss Brandy. She was naughty but fun. She was naughty but fun. And listen, Brandy, Zack doesn't flip-flop. He either tops or bottoms, not both. Yeah, it's one or the other. It's never the same in the same night. What I mean by flip-flop is you took a side about Kathy, who paid you to say the crap you said about Kathy last night. What did I say about you mean in the episode? How do I flip-flop? You took a side about Kathy and how does that make me a flip-flop? Because I took a side about Kathy. Also, don't forget that was filmed back in February when the Aspen rumors were first coming out. So yes, I was reacting in real time. What happened to Erica V8? I don't understand what that means. Zack sees both sides and speaks facts. Yeah. Ndub, what's your website? I want to buy some soap and stuff. Yes, guys. Oh my God. Ndub gave me some soap. I've been meaning to do a little plug on my Instagram stories too. But yes, Ndub, pimp yourself out here, my love. She gave me some soaps and she gave me this. It's like a dry lotion. I've never had dry lotion before, but it's like a little bar and you rub it on in. And I was like, oh, okay. Okay, Foxy Feline, let's get it. So yes, pimp yourself out, my love. Pimp it out here. That way I can actually say it on the show. But yes, I don't think I'm a flip-flop, but I mean, if you have that opinion of me, I accept that. But congrats, Zack. By the way, did you ever find out the deal with Crystal's lost 14 friends? Yeah, she literally lost 14 friends. There were 14 people that she used to be friends with, and they were just like, you seem like a social clout chaser. All of your, activism seems more like virtue signaling. She was talking about people. So, yeah. Yes, I bought soap and the lotion bar is amazing. Yes, the lotion bar is amazing. Zack keeps it real. He's honest. He doesn't clickbait to say what people want to hear. I mean, listen, I can only be me, right? Good, bad, or ugly. I don't perform for I don't perform for anybody. So if you guys dislike me, I know you dislike me because I at least know I'm disliked for being me, right? Can I don't know if you've ever covered this, but I was really perplexed by Crystal saying Kathy requesting and Michael Jackson's song was problematic. So Crystal, a few people have had this comment, I think like on Twitter. A few people have said now that they didn't understand Crystal saying that it's problematic to play Michael Jackson. So that was coming from her referring to the, I guess, accusations against Michael Jackson. Obviously, there was a whole Neverland documentary where people came out and made accusations against Michael Jackson. I don't believe those have ever been proven, and I don't think Michael Jackson was ever convicted of anything. Obviously, Kathy Hilton is good friends with Michael Jackson and loves to flex on that. And so she wanted to hear Billie Jean that night, which Dorit admitted on either the after show or on the actual show. We did hear that Billie Jean. Oh no, it was on the show because that's where we see Cherie being like, "Billie Jean's a classic. I love Billie Jean." So yes, Crystal said that it was problematic because of the accusations against Michael Jackson. But it's interesting that she's like, according to these other women, it's problematic because blah 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 blah. But it's like, but your friend, your BFF Kathy is the one that said it. What did Kathy say? Listen, I've already covered it in previous episodes. I don't care to talk about it again. I want to move forward. Hi, Zach. Hi from Arizona. Hi, Patty Bell in Arizona. So there's that. Everything is problematic to Crystal. Yeah, Crystal needs to like just put on a safe jacket and like put herself in a padded room. I never flip flop my love for Zach. Thank you, Norma. I appreciate that. Even when Ronald Richards comes for me at Twitter. I don't have Twitter, but what hate does Zach get online? Oh, my love, you won't even believe the things that people say about me online. They talk about my face, my teeth, my giant forehead, my roots, my untoned blonde hair. Yeah, my teeth, my face, they say I have too much filler in my cheekbones, which I don't. My cheekbones are all natural. The only place I get filler is under my eyes. What else? They call me. Got called a crusty twink yesterday. The FAG word many times. Racial slurs. They love to call me Asian, and they think that that's some sort of like offensive term to throw at me, but I've been like, guys, I'm not Asian, but thanks for saying, Asian people are so racist. I don't happen to think that. I'm not Asian and I don't consider myself racist. I don't believe that I am. But yeah. Oh yeah, thank you, Norma, for the reminder. They love to come for my makeup. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, they say that I have drugstore makeup. It's too caked on. I've been very clear that I put concealer under my eyes and I wear a CC cream on my face. It's a tinted moisturizer. So, hi, Sean. Oh my God, 2:30 a.m. You need to get some love. Not some love. You need to get some sleep, my love. I'm obsessed with your eyebrows. Oh, they hate my caterpillar eyebrows too. Thank you, Sean, for the reminder. Congratulations on killing it. Those hateful people are not worth any oxygen. I agree. I don't want to talk about them anymore. What's one good thing that had happened to you guys this week? Share it with me. I'll give you guys a shout out, and that's how we'll wrap up this week's live. And then get ready because we got more fun stuff to come on. There's an all new episode of You're Doing Amazing, Sweetie on Spotify on the Ringer Reality TV podcast. So, guys, go and subscribe to the Ringer Reality TV podcast. That is the Ringer Reality TV podcast. Ringer Reality TV podcast. Just go subscribe. I saw that some of you guys already started to leave reviews, which was very sweet. You gave me a shout out. I am so grateful and appreciative of that. You guys are so sweet. Zach, just call it a tinted sunscreen. But I don't think it's a tinted sunscreen, Annika. It's a tinted moisturizer. I believe there's a little SPF in it, but I don't think it's very much. I don't know why a tinted sunscreen would be any different from a tinted moisturizer, though, or like why calling it that would be preferred. It's okay. I'm an old fat woman. Oh no, I don't think you're an old fat. I'm an old fat woman who lives in Phoenix. Well, listen, I send you love, my dear. I got a new roof. Yes, Nana. Raise the roof. The roof. The roof. The roof is on fire. Get it, Nana. Nana's got a new roof. Raise the roof, Nana. Raise it. Raise it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yes, CC is a tinted moisturizer. Yes. Good thing I lost 5 pounds, 45 to go. Listen, if you're happy about losing 5 pounds, I'm happy for you. One good thing was my face when I saw you on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Aw, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's okay. I'm an old fat woman who lives in Texas. Why are we old fat women? We're not old fat women. We are good, hot bitches. That's what we are. Whether we're in Texas or Arizona or here in downtown LA, we are hot bitches. We are not old fat anybody. Unless you feel that way, which you shouldn't feel that way, you should feel good and confident in yourself. Hopefully you caught this week's podcast with Brock Davies and Dave Asprey. I have Max Lugavere and Will Cole coming on next week. So there's more good, positive, uplifting content. Seeing you on Housewife, that's my good thing. Oh, you guys are sweet. What's one good thing that happened to you, though? Hit the like button and subscribe. Yes, Sarah, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification button so you get the notifications in your notifications so that you get the notifications that I'm live. Zack Pack is diverse and full of hilarious people. Yes, Mallory. Yes, we is. Shop. Oh, snap, pat the puss. Muddy Grace, you know it. I booked my ticket to DC and New York for Thanksgiving and my birthday. Yes, happy early birthday, Sarah Bahu. Speaking of happy National Plus Appreciation Day to me. Okay, Joe. Isn't National something's coming up? National Coffee Day? Oh, National Pasta Day is coming up. And I'm getting some new sorghum coffee. Guys, winter is coming. Being thick is good. Okay. I know that's right. I'm late, so I started over, but I hope Rinna gets some karma. Finally, she gets fired. We'll see. Zach, you crack me up. Love you guys. Love you, Johnny. Sweet Aaron D posted your appearance on social media first, especially since the West Coast feed. Yay! Zach turned 68 on September 24th. Now I have 23 grandchildren and 2 great grandchildren. Oh my gosh. Yes, that is a blessing. Me and my husband are healers. We see miracles every day. That's incredible, Rick and Deb. Rick and Deb. Sorry, I saw Dave's name too. Rick and Deb Purcell. That's great. I love that you guys are healing people. We need more healers in the world. Megan, I will not be at BravoCon. No, my love. I'm sorry, I'm not going to BravoCon this year. Yeah. All right, guys. Shall we wrap? Happy early birthday to Sarah. Yeah. Oh, Elaine said happy early birthday to Sarah. Congrats, Rick and Deb. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming on in and supporting me. As always, I love you. I appreciate you. Spread some love this weekend. Get lit. Have some fun. And yeah, hopefully we'll have lots more good content to come when this Beverly Hills reunion drops. All right, guys. I love you. I appreciate you. Give me a follow at Just Plain Zach if you want to keep up with me. Was so happy for your Spotify and Real Housewife feature. Yes, also shout out to Evan Real who featured me on page 6 with my interview with Brock this week. Khloe Kardashian gave me a shout out on Instagram this week. So it's been an exciting week, you guys. I'm here for it. But definitely don't miss You're Doing Amazing, Sweetie on the Ringer Reality TV podcast every Friday. All new episode this Friday is going to be available. Yes, buy some wine at nofilterwine.com if you want to support the wine line. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Cut down my drinking or what? Or what? Haven't given a good or what in a minute. But thank you guys. Have a wonderful week. Follow the podcast at No Filter with Zach if you want to keep up with all the latest reality TV tea. And get ready. There's going to be lots more tea to spill. New episode comes out on Monday. Max Lugavere, Dr. Will Cole on the podcast on Wednesday. So all good stuff. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Love ya. Mean it. Ciao for now.